Welcome to Bridge Fundamentals. This 9-part series explains the expected etiquette, ethics and basic mechanics essential in playing bridge in a competitive situation. Today we look at the role of the dummy. We are now in play and you are the dummy. Today we address table manners, what dummy may or may not do, and consideration for both your partner and the other players at the table. Being dummy means you have a very limited role in the play of the hand. As such, you should guard against unintentionally distracting your partner or the opponents. Criticising your partner at any time just makes everyone at the table uncomfortable. You may be reported for your behaviour, especially if the opposition is unhappy with what you are saying to your partner. The best thing to do is to make a note, discuss it calmly after the game, and by then it will seem less important. Make sure you do not delay the start of play by entering contract details in your personal scorer before the dummy is on the table. In play, you may be tempted to rearrange dummy's cards when one suit is exhausted. Leave them as is, unless there is a valid reason for moving them, such as a card cannot be seen. As dummy, your role is to be a silent and non-intrusive partner that simply plays the cards you are told to play. You are not permitted to comment on any play at the table, nor make any audible sounds indicating your view of the play. You may, however, correct the dealer if they are going to lead from the wrong hand before they do it. Remember to do this politely. There is a specific way dummy should place their cards on the table. Trumps are always on the right. Cards are usually placed in alternating suit colours, and the suits are placed in rank with the highest card at the top. Dummy, at the instruction of the declarer, plays cards from the dummy in front of them. If the declarer has led from the wrong hand, dummy must not correct this or bring attention to this. During play, dummy must not preempt the declarer's instruction by touching any card before the declarer has called for it, even if there is a singleton on the table. If declarer fails to follow suit, dummy is permitted to confirm this situation by asking, "No clubs, partner?" Dummy is permitted to correct the declarer if they place a played card in the wrong direction, but it must be before any further play has occurred. This becomes important as the declarer may think they need to risk a finesse to make the number of tricks when in fact the contract was already called. As dummy, you have very little to do, so make sure you are alert to the ways that you can contribute to support your partner. It is very tempting to think you know how the declarer is going to play and then play a card before they actually tell you. You are not allowed to suggest a line of play verbally or by your actions. In this example, the declarer wants to keep an entry to their hand and so wants to unblock the King of Hearts. With little to do, it is easy to observe the play carefully. If you notice an infraction, you are not permitted to say anything at the time. At the end of play, you can request the scorer to call the director. If you do see the opposition's hands, let them know nicely that you can see them. And should you need to leave the table, make sure you avert your eyes so that you cannot see any cards. This concludes part 5 of the Bridge Fundamentals series. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, and we hope it enhances your bridge experience. Next, we discuss In Play, the Defenders. Feedback is welcome and can be emailed to office@waverleybridgeclub.com.au.